Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and this is my match preview for the FA Cup third round at Molineux on national television, BBC One, prime time, and it's Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool. So basically I'll be looking ahead to the game, giving you some stats and facts, my thoughts on team selection, and also the prediction for the game. This particular vlog, my Liverpool vlogs, are actually supported by Chaos Leisure, and they're basically an entertainment company that provide experiences for such as quad biking and monster truck experiences. Put a few pictures up above and also links to their website below. Go check them out and ask for more details how you can get some offers with regards to them for you and your family. So looking ahead to the game, let's look at some stats and facts. So in the head-to-head, Liverpool are actually unbeaten in 6 trips to Molineux, winning the last 3 since a 1-0 top-flight defeat in August of 1981. The Reds actually won 2-0 away on the 21st of December in their first league meeting between the two sides, obviously nearly 70 years ago. Wolves have actually won 4 of their last 6 FA Cup ties against Liverpool, including the famous victory which was therefore in Anfield in January 2017. So let's look at some Wolves facts and stats for this fixture. Wolves' recent record in the FA Cup is not actually that fantastic. In fact, out of the last 7 seasons, we've been knocked out at the first attempt in 6 of those. The only exception was the 2017 campaign, where obviously we went on to beat Liverpool and also eventually got knocked out at home to Chelsea. Wolves have actually gone 6 FA Cup matches at home without victory, including being knocked out to penalties on Fulham. The only exception to that was a 0-0 with Swansea, I think, where we actually ended up winning the replay. Wolves have won the FA Cup a total of 4 times, and the last victory was in 1960. Obviously, the match against Liverpool, we're going to be commemorating the life of an exceptional Wolves player, Bill Slater, who was the last Wolves captain to actually lift the FA Cup. So, amongst the fact that personally I want Wolves to get to an FA Cup final, as I think I've mentioned before, my dreams to watch Wolves in a Wembley Cup final and sing Abide With We, and hopefully Abide With Me, and hopefully win the cup. It would be really good to celebrate the life of Bill by actually putting on a great performance in front of, you know, the nation on BBC One, and actually go and win the game against the current league leaders Liverpool as well. That would be a perfect send-off and tribute to Bill. Another not great fact at the moment is that out of our last 7 home games, we've actually lost 5. So we're not in the best of form at home. So on to some Liverpool facts and stats. Liverpool have actually been knocked out of the FA Cup by round 4 in all of their recent 4 attempts, including their attempts under Jurgen Klopp, where obviously Wolves had that famous victory when currently 18th in the well, at the time we were 18th in the Championship, and stunned Liverpool by knocking them out at Anfield. What a great day that was. However, they have not been knocked out in the 3rd round since the 2010-2011 season, which was a 1-0 defeat to Manchester United. Liverpool have actually also been eliminated in 5 of the last 7 FA Cups by Premier League opposition, so hopefully we can make this number 6. And a fact that you probably wouldn't expect from Liverpool, Liverpool have actually only won 5 of their last 18 games in January, losing 8 and drawing 5, so for some reason they don't like January. So on to my thoughts about the team selection, team news, and also what I think the score prediction will be for myself. And I want you to leave your thoughts on what you think the team should be, and also, as usual, who you think will be the first goal scorer and what will be the overall score. And also you can follow my Instagram as well, which I'll put up there for you. So yeah, so in terms of team selection, now me personally, I'm asking, and I would really like Wolves to put out a strong team for this game. Reason for thinking this, will have been 5 days since we last played in the Premier League, and it will be another 7 days until our next game, which is away against Man City. So we haven't got a massive, we have had a big fixture congestion over Christmas, where there's been a lot of squad rotation and all of that jazz. But right now we've had a bit of a gap, a bit of a rest. We've got quite a good gap again since the next game, and you know, we're not in danger of getting relegated this season, barring a collapse of epic proportions, which even Wolves don't think can manage. We're not going to be making the top 4. We're not going to be winning the Premier League. Potentially we might be on the outskirts of getting into Europe, although our squad is still quite small for a European competition. You've only got to look at what happened with Burnley last year. I know we want to finish as high as possible. So the FA Cup, we're almost perfectly balanced, in my opinion, to be able to have a real crack at the FA Cup. And we've got a squad that potentially, if we could get going, get past Liverpool, could have a real run in the FA Cup this year. And how wonderful would that be? 1960 being the last time that we won the cup, and I think it's been, even we always used to seem to manage to get to a semi-final each decade. I think it's been a long time since we made a semi-final as well. So yeah, why can't we have a cup run? But we have got to get past Liverpool, which is going to be a stern task. Now, I do expect that Liverpool are going to be making wholesale changes, but their squad is a Champions League squad, so every player that they bring in is world class, pretty much internationals. So potentially you could see Liverpool making 8 or 9 changes to their starting lineup and probably have a strong bench. What I don't want to see is Wolves making 7, 8 or 9 changes to this game. 3 or 4, I would say. Let's look at the team. John Ruddy is probably a shoe-in for a start, and I've been quite impressed with John. He's a great keeper. I've seen all the aftermatch, and he's always there with the team, encouraging them. I think Rui Patricio will be more than happy to make way for John to be between the sticks. There is absolutely no way that Conor Cody's not going to start. One, he plays him in every game anyway. Even in the League Cup he plays him. And 2, it's against Liverpool. So Conor Cody is going to be starting. On the left, I would have expected Courtney Horse potentially to have come into this game, or Courtney House in for Willy Bolly, but he may be moving on, so I'm not 100% sure whether Courtney will come in or not for this game. If he doesn't, then Willy Bolly, I'd expect him to start for the reasons that I've given earlier. Bennett, I think, potentially will drop out, and we'll see Dendoncker coming into that position as we saw him against in the League Cup. I think it's, Dendoncker doesn't get into the team for this game, then I think he's definitely going to Roma. But I would expect Dendoncker to come in at right centre-back. On the left, I think Ruben Vinagre will start instead of Johnny Otto. Ruben's done very well when he's started into Premier League games, and I think he'll come in for this. So, he's had a bit of run recently, so that'd be quite good. Doherty, he's got an engine on him, so I think he will start. Then we look at the midfield. Personally, I think we've got to go pretty strong in the midfield. If there's anyone not going to play in the midfield, I think it's most likely to be Moutinho, and he'll be on the bench. I think Saiss and Neves in the midfield. And then we're looking at the attacking options. Now, personally, I'd like to see that Jimenez will again start, and also put the link up to the video for his Jimenez song as well, so you can look at the lyrics for that. And then who does he start from? Well, apparently Jota's back in training. I would not be surprised, and hopefully Jota will start, and if not, he'll be on the in the squad. And then you're looking at Helder Costa, Traore, Morgan Gibbs-White, and Cavallero. The front 3 are almost interchangeable. It would not surprise me if Jimenez is on the bench, and then you've got the front 3 out of the others that I've mentioned there. Morgan Gibbs-White, I think, potentially will get the nod. on this particular occasion, and Jota, and then Jimenez, or maybe Cavallero, or Costa, or Traore, you don't know. But all of these positions have been interchangeable, so whichever side that Wolves put out, you think it would be a strong enough side. And, you know, if Liverpool are making the changes, we're at home, it's a winnable tie if we go for it. Nuno has a record when he was with Rio Ave in Portugal. He got them to 2 cup finals, so he does like a cup run. It is made with the Bill Slater thing for Wolves to have a fantastic run in the cup this year. Maybe the stars will align and it will happen, let's hope. In terms of a score prediction, I'm going to expect that it's going to be obviously a tough game because we're playing Liverpool, but if Wolves get the application right, get on the front foot and play with the drive and intensity that we didn't have against Palace, then I think Wolves are going to win this game, personally. And I think it's, you know, Liverpool probably always likely to get a goal, so maybe 2-1 to Wolves. And I really do hope, fingers crossed, we can get the result and go on for a run. And yeah, so let's hope. But obviously, leave your thoughts and views how you're going to view it. Are you going to the game? You know, if you've not been able to get to the match, to a game this season, because obviously it's been sold out. I think there are still a few tickets left for this one, so I know it's on the telly, but wouldn't it be great to go and watch the game live? So if you can get a ticket and you've not been before, go. If you're not, if you're going to be there, let me know which stand you're in and who you're going with, what you expect the score to be, who your first goal scorer is going to be, and also where you're going to be watching it if you're not going, whether you're watching at home with family, in the pub, around the world, where you're going to be watching it. So yeah, come on the Wolves, fingers crossed we can have a run in the FA Cup. Let's do it for Bill, let's do it for the fans, let's do it for Nuno, let's do it for the team. Let's do it because it's 2019, it's about time we had a blooming cup run, and I really, 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 really want to be standing in May singing Abide With Me with the fellow Wolves pack at Wembley. That would be magical. Come on.